Hey there, travel enthusiasts, welcome back to Globewise. In this video, we are taking a trip to some of the most amazing cultural and natural sites in Europe that have been recognised by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. From stunning landscapes to ancient ruins, Europe is a treasure trove of historic and cultural landmarks. Let's dive in and explore the best UNESCO sites in Europe. First up, we have the Acropolis of Athens in Greece. This ancient citadel sits high above the city and is home to several iconic structures, including the Pantheon, the Propetheia and the Erytheion. Excuse my pronunciations. The Acropolis was built in the 5th century BC and is considered one of the most important ancient sites in the Western world. The Acropolis of Athens and its monuments are universal symbols of the classic spirit and civilization and form the greatest architectural and artistic complex bequeathed of Greek antiquity to the world. The Acropolis monuments have survived for almost 25 centuries through wars, explosions, bombardments, fires, earthquakes, sackings, interventions and altercations, and have adapted to different uses and the civilizations, myths and religions that flourish in Greece through the time. Next, we have the historic city of Venice in Italy. Venice and its lagoon was founded in the 5th century and is spread over 118 small islands. It became a major maritime power in the 10th century. The whole city is an extraordinary architectural masterpiece in which even the smallest buildings contain works by some of the world's greatest artists. Moving on to the natural wonders of Europe, we have Politicsa Lake National Park in Croatia. This breathtaking park is home to a series of interconnected lakes and waterfalls that make for a stunning hiking experience. The park is also home to diverse wildlife, including brown bears, wolves and lynx. Croatia's largest national park covers almost 30,000 hectares, with a beautiful karst landscape dominated by a mix of forest and meadows. The magnificent Politicsa Lake system stands out, fascinating scientists and visitors alike. Heading over to Spain, we have the Alhambra, the palace and fortress complex located in Granada. Built during the Moorish period, the Alhambra is renowned for its intricate Islamic architecture and beautiful gardens. The complex also offers stunning views of surrounding landscapes. The Alhambra, with its continuous occupation over time, is currently the only preserved Palatine city of the Islamic period. It constitutes the best example of Nasrid art in its architecture and decorative aspects. Next, we have the historic city of Prague in the Czech Republic. This beautiful city is known for its stunning architecture, including the Gothic-style St. Vitus Cathedral and the colourful Baroque buildings in the Old Town Square. Prague also boasts a rich cultural history, with museums and galleries showcasing the city's artistic heritage. Then we have the stunning Mont Saint-Michel in Normandy, France. This small island is home to a beautiful medieval monastery, a Gothic-style Benedictine abbey dedicated to the Archangel St. Michael, and the village that grew up in the shadow of its great walls, that sits atop a rocky outcrop. The island is only accessible at low tide, making it a unique and unforgettable destination. Built between the 11th and 16th century, the abbey is a technical and artistic tour de force, having had to adapt to the problems posed by this unique natural site. Now back to Italy again, to the historic centre of Florence. This stunning city in Tuscany is home to many beautiful buildings and art collections from the Renaissance period. Built on the site of an Etruscan settlement, Florence, the symbol of the Renaissance, rose to economic and cultural preeminence under the Medici in the 15th and 16th centuries. Its 600 years of extraordinary artistic activity, the work of great masters such as Botticelli and Michelangelo. The Wadden Sea in Denmark, Germany and the Netherlands. The Wadden Sea is the largest unbroken system of intertidal sand and mudflats in the world. This natural wonder is home to unique wildlife and plants, including seals, porpoises and seabirds. It's also a popular destination for birdwatching and hiking. Wadden Sea is one of the largest remaining large-scale intertidal ecosystems where natural processes continue to function largely undisturbed. The Palace of Versailles in France is an iconic palace, and it was the seat of power for the French monarchy and is known for its grand architecture and stunning gardens. It's located just outside of Paris and is easily accessible by public transport. Embellished by several generations of architects, sculptors, decorators and landscape architects, it provides Europe with a model of the ideal royal residence for over a century. The historic city of Salzburg in Austria. This charming city is known for its Baroque architecture and rich musical heritage. It's also the birthplace of Mozart and is home to many cultural festivals throughout the year. Salzburg has managed to preserve an extraordinary rich urban fabric developed over the period from the Middle Ages to the 19th century. It is the point where Italian and German cultures met and which played a crucial role in the exchanges between these two cultures. The result is a Baroque town that has emerged intact from history. The centre of Salzburg owes much of its Baroque appearance to the Italian architects Vincenzo Scamozzi and Santino Solari. The rock art of Alta in Norway. This site features some of the earliest examples of rock art in Northern Europe, dating back over 6,000 years. This group of petroglyphs in the Alta Fjord near the Arctic Circle bears the traces of a settlement dating back from 4,200 to 500 BC. The thousands of paintings and engravings add to our understanding of the environment and human activities on the fringes of the far north in the prehistoric times. The old town of Tallinn in Estonia. This medieval city is full of charming cobblestone streets, historic buildings and beautiful views of the Baltic Sea. The origins of Tallinn date back to the 13th century, when a castle was built there by the crusading knights of the Teutonic Order. Its wealth is demonstrated by the opulence of the public buildings and the domestic architecture of the merchant houses. Tallinn has an expressive skyline, with many church spires that are visible from great distances from both land and sea. The Iron Bridge Gorge in England is the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution and is home to several historic ironworks and museums. It's also a beautiful natural setting with many hiking trails and outdoor activities. It contains all the elements of progress that contributed to the rapid development of this Industrial Revolution. The bridge at Iron Bridge, the world's first bridge constructed of iron, had a considerable influence on developments in the field of technology and architecture. The wooden churches of the Slovak Carpenthians in Slovakia. This UNESCO site includes 8 wooden churches and a wooden bell tower, all of which were built between the 16th and 18th century in the distinctive style of the Carpathian Mountains. The property presents good examples of a rich local tradition of religious architecture, marked by the meeting of Latin and Byzantine cultures. And there you have it, folks! Some of the best UNESCO sites in Europe, from ancient ruins to natural wonders. Europe is full of culture and historical landmarks that are sure to amaze and inspire. Which one of these sites is on your bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more life-loving travel videos.